Hi everyone and welcome back. If you are new here then hello, my name is Zoe and this is my YouTube channel. Today we're making a start on clearing through my whole makeup collection. This is definitely going to be a two-parter at least because I will not get all this done in one day, but I have to have a clear out. Cut a long story short, by the end of the year I'm going to be in a new filming space, and it's going to be a space where I do my filming and also do my clients in there as well. This room I'm using at the minute is still at my parents' house, so I need to have a good clear out of everything so by the end of the year I know how much makeup I've got and I can move it into that space. I'm going to start on my top drawer, work my way down. This side is not in any kind of section. This side is all literally just like random stuff. The back section was organised, so that is in a little bit of, I'm not even going to say organisation, but it's in sections. This is just all right. I don't even know what I'm going to pull out of these drawers, to be honest. It's going to be an eye-opener for me because usually I'm not this messy. I like to think I am a little bit organised, but you know, things just build up, don't they? And here we have a box which I need to get rid of a few bits. I've had this powder for absolute donkey's years. This is the Ultra Definition Loose Finishing Powder from Urban Decay and I absolutely love this. And honestly, I did come across it when I was thinking about doing these drawers. I'm not going to throw that away, even though I've had it for ages, because I will carry on using it until it's empty, because I don't think it's got that much left. But this powder is just so finely milled. It looks absolutely stunning as a finishing powder. I also have the L'Oreal Infallible palette, like the colour corrector one, which has barely been used. Am I going to keep a maybe pile? I'm really bad at throwing things away or like passing them on to people. I need to get a grip and we need to like crack down today. I have these concealer palettes as well, which I'm not going to keep. I have used them all. They're really old. I can't even remember when I've had these. These are the Insta Conceal and Contour palettes from Rimmel. So I'm going to put them in the not keep pile, in the no pile, but I am going to go through the no pile again, like just to make sure at the end that I do want to say no to them. The Makeup Forever colour correcting palette, absolutely love that. That's a keeper. I'm going to donate what I can, but I know a few things are going to be gross, out of date, used. I'm going to try and recycle what I can. This is the Insta Duo Stick and I really liked the contour side of these. This one's not open, so I'm actually going to give that to somebody. And then these are the other ones. You've got like a contour on one end and then a highlight on the other, which I didn't really use, but I liked the contour side, so haven't used them for ages, and if I haven't used them then they're going in the no pile. This is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. This I haven't had for that long and I actually haven't used it yet. This is the matte version. I love like the original version and I've not tried this yet, so I am going to keep this. And I do get things in PR or I buy new things. I try to keep them in the packaging so I know this is new and I've either not tried it yet or I've only tried it a few times so I can carry on using it. So that's definitely going in the keep pile. This is a decanted powder which I'm not sure. I think it's the RCMA no colour powder, so I will keep that. I'll use that up before I carry on using the actual bottle of the RCMA powder. Old eyeliner which just went a bit funny, so I'm not gonna keep that. Maybelline Eye Studio Black Gel Liner, hardly used, so that must be a new one, so I will keep that. Theme from Benefit, I do actually like this and it's just a little travel size as well, so I will keep that. Little tweezers from Benefit which will definitely come in handy, so I'll keep them. That box can be thrown away. That was the first drawer and there wasn't really a lot in that, so we'll carry on. Okay, so we're on drawer number 2. The first thing I have is this little lunchbox. It says Praying Food on, but I actually keep my brow soap in there because it gets a little bit messy, so I'll definitely keep that. I have the NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt. I used to really like the banana like brightening powder in that palette, but I haven't used it for so long, so I'm going to put it in the no pile. I have the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick mascara. I actually really like this. I think this is a spare one though, so I'm going to put that on the side so I can give that to somebody. I have my setting powders. This is the Laura Mercier Transparent. The Transparent Loose Setting Powder Ultra Blur Powder, so 100% keeping that. And then the original translucent powder, keeping that. All this filter from Charlotte Tilbury, of course, I'm keeping that. A lot of the things in here are all like new things that won't fit in the back anymore, so it's all just come over here and it's not organised at all. This is the Light Catcher powder. This is an amazing highlight like powder from Laura Mercier, like a loose version. It's beautiful. I have my Victoria Beckham Beauty the contour stick, and I did do a video on that. If you're interested, it will be like quite a recent one, I think. And I have a couple of bits from Milani. This is the Baked Bronzer in Dolce. Their baked blushes and bronzers are some of my absolute favourites. They give such a beautiful like glow from within kind of vibes. They're really, really nice. I have this from Lush. This is the Cuticle Butter, which I don't know if this goes out of date, but I've had this, oh yeah, used by the 4th of the 2nd, 2017. Yeah, so yeah, that's going away in the no pile. I've got the Peaches and Cream cream bronzer. Peaches and cream bronzer, which again, I forget that I've got these things. This is new as well. I bought that recently. And I'm just forgetting like to use things. And then there are quite a few palettes in here. Palettes are going to be hard for me to make a decision on, but I've got to get rid of some palettes because I use brown eyeshadow and gold eyeshadow. That's the only colours that I use. And the Airbrush Flawless filter, which I've actually been looking for a while, and now I've just found it because it was at the back of this drawer. So we've got a few palettes here that we've got to make decisions on. So hopefully I can spray these and clean them off, and then if any of my friends want them, then they absolutely can. This is the Obsession palette from Revolution. I actually really like the colours in here. The contour kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've barely used this. That might be a donate palette. This is a keeper because it's very well loved and very well used. And these are the only colours really that I wear on my eyes. I know this is a contour palette, but I only use this for my eye makeup. So I'm definitely, that's going in the definitely keep pile. I have this Made by Mitchell palette, which came in a mystery box. I feel like I want to keep it because it's got a few bright colours in and then a couple of neutrals. So I might keep this and then get rid of like other colourful palettes which I know I'm not using. I don't really wear colour ever. I have the NYX Ultimate Multi-Finish in Electric, which is this one, which again I don't even think I've used. That can go in the donate pile. I've literally used like a couple of the shimmery shades at the bottom. I haven't touched, none of the others have been touched, so that can go in the donate pile. This palette is beautiful, but I just haven't worn it as much as I've wanted to. So Edge of Reality eyeshadow palette, absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And I've used all the glittery shades, so that will 100% be staying. The Tartelette in Bloom palette, I think I have to keep. I use this all the time. All my kind of shades, and it smells incredible as well. I absolutely love that palette. Now this is an OG. This is the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. I absolutely loved this palette and I still do, but it's just so old now. And I just don't really think that I'm gonna... Highlighter I think isn't a massive thing anymore. And I wouldn't use the highlighters, and I've already kept like a few of the shadows like palettes in this colour range, and it is a really old palette now, so I think I'm going to put that in the no, which absolutely kills me. And then this is the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe, which is amazing. I think I'm going to keep this because I'm struggling for an eyeshadow colour. I feel like this has got everything that I could possibly need. I mean, I've kept the Mitchell palette and that's got a few bright colours in. I feel like I need to keep this anyway because it's such an important time in history. So yeah, I'm going to keep that. Okay, we're moving on to drawer number 3, and this is a really messy one. I'm so glad that I'm doing this in sections and not doing the whole thing. I don't even know where to start. We've got a couple of bronzers, I think these are, which I do actually use all the time. This is a Primark one, which I'm going to keep, and then my Makeup Revolution bronzer, I use this pretty much every day, and I also use it as my palette for mixing, which I know is gross. Now I have lashes. I've got so many lashes from Velour because I've had a huge couple of PR packages from them, and I'm going to put some aside for my friends, and then I'm also going to keep the ones that I know that I'll wear. So I'm going to put them all in the keep pile for now, and then I'll see which ones I'm not going to wear. So we've got a few like really nice kits. I absolutely love their lashes at the moment, and I get so many wears out of them as well. So we've got a couple of like kits, some magnetic lashes. I've used their magnetic lashes a couple of times now, and I actually really like them. I thought they were going to be like hard to use, but they're actually really easy. I have these, which I've used loads, that need to go into the bin. These ones, can you remember those? These are the Eyelaw Jordan Woods lashes. I've had them for years, and I know that the glue's gone really gross on them now. Another little magnetic kit. These I think are all like in the process of being worn, and I rewear the Velour lashes quite a lot. So I've got a few here. I just keep them in the boxes and then they stay nice. A few that I've like already worn a few times. I've got a couple of little MAC eyeshadows. These are the Dazzle Shadow Extreme. I've used them never. I've only used them as like swatched them, so they can go in the donate pile. I've got the Maybelline Superstay, the skin tint. Obviously I'm going to keep that. We've got a couple of glosses which are new pretty much from Fenty Beauty, so they can stay in the keep pile. I've got the Invisimatte powder, again some like random box. This is the Dramatic Lashes from KVD Beauty, but I've overworn them now. Again, they can go in the bin pile. I have a little mini Pillow Talk mascara, which I'm actually keeping because I thought that would be good to take on holiday. I tried to keep like minis, and then the Hydra Visor, which the travel version, which I usually take away. The Ben Nye Luxury Cameo Powder, I absolutely love this. I have had this for a really long time, but I use this quite often to set my under eye because it's a slight like sort of pinkiness to it, and it just makes your under eyes look so flawless. I'm actually wearing it today and I love it. I've got this Primark palette which I never use. I think I've only used like a highlighter a couple of times, so I'll probably spray that, put that in the donate pile. What else have we got? Oh my gosh, we've got more palettes. Oh no. We've got another stack of palettes. I don't know what to do. We've got the Stila eyeshadow palette. Again, I've rarely used it, but it's really old. It's going to go in the no pile. This one is a very much loved palette. This used to be my everyday palette. I think I'm going to get rid of it now because it is so old. This is the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. I don't know if they do this anymore, but if they do and you're just getting into eyeshadow, this palette is perfect for you. I just absolutely love it. Obviously that one was my favourite shade. I used to use that one, Freshly Toasted, Pure Ganache and Bitter Start all the time, and then Beans Are White as well to smoke it out, but I'm going to have to say goodbye to that one. The Perfect Carnival palette, and it's just an iconic palette, isn't it? I think I've got to keep it. No questions need to be asked about this. I of course am keeping it. It's an absolute oldie but a goodie, but again I think because I have so many palettes I just tend to stick to the same ones, and then I forget that I've got them. So if I can just have them in drawers and like sectioned out properly so I can see them, I'll be able to pick them up a little bit more and use them. Okay, we're on to drawer number 4, and yeah, we're slowly getting there. This random again, I've got PR package from Clarins, which I'm not going to use, so that can go for the bin. I've got quite a few of these like cloth makeup removers, so I'm going to donate a couple that I haven't used, because there's a few here that I haven't used, and then others have been washed and then put away, so I'll keep them, which we'll keep / donate because we've not used them, and these ones I've not used before either. The Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. Pretty sure I did a review on this and I actually really like it. It's a beautiful like everyday foundation, so I can keep that and I can put that with my foundations there. These are the Scandaleyes Eyes Exaggerate Eye Definers. I'm going to put them in the donate because I know I've not used them and I've got so many eyeliners already. And then I've got the Tattoo Pencil Eyeliners from KVD. I've used a couple of these. I've used the nude one, which is Canvas Beige, and the black one. There's a nice like blue and green and white. I'll probably donate them. The Facial Radiance pads from First Aid Beauty. I feel like I got this from my mum in a set and she hasn't used it, so I might use those. And they haven't been opened either. I'm going to take them home and I'm going to use them. Lipstick, which I know I've not used, that can go into the donate. I have a Primark perfume which hasn't been opened, which can go in the donate. I think I got a huge like PR package from Primark and I've got loads of stuff that I've not used. This hasn't been opened either. This is the PS Illuminating Primer. I think this is all eye masks, face masks. I'll keep a couple of the ones that I know I won't be too sensitive to. Oh, there's literally loads. And then I can donate the other ones. So that is all like face masks. So in the final drawer there was only a couple of things because in that drawer I usually keep my camera equipment, so it hasn't been able to get as full as you think. There's one of these, I don't know what they're called, a lint roller, which I'm going to actually keep take home because I need something like that in my life and I didn't realise that I'd got one. I've got a headband to put on while you do your makeup, which again I'm going to take home for when I do my makeup. I've got a sleep mask which feels like gel. I've not used this. I'm going to donate this to somebody to see if they want it. And then some little exfoliating gloves which I've already got at home, so I'm going to put them away for somebody and they can have that. So yeah, the only other thing that I do have, which I'm going to try and get through even though my battery's flashing, is this basket, because this was my goal today, is to get through this. This basket is full of like really old or really new. I don't know why. Face wipes, because I've been using them. I've got my larger Hydro Visor from Fenty Beauty, so that can be kept. I only bought those bubbles the other day, so I'll keep them. I'm running out of places to put everything. Now these Hollister sprays are so ancient and old. These are all going to have to go. Airbrush legs, actually use them. I use it on my chest as well. This is old. The Botanicals micellar water. There's only a tiny bit left, so that can go in the no. What else have we got? The Airbrush legs illuminator. I wasn't a huge fan of that. Only used it once, so I might donate that. New Badescu facial spray. I don't think I'm going to use that anymore. I think I've already got it as well somewhere else. A receipt for something. What else have we got? Random bits. Primer water. I use this. I've had this for a while, but I use this to spray on my soap before I do my brows. Just because it's the Primark one. You could just use water if you wanted to. The Airbrush Soft Focus Luminous foundation from HMB Cosmetics. I really like this, but I never pick it up because it's been in here and I just forget that I've got it. And then I also have the concealer as well. Absolutely love. An old pair of lashes which can go in the bin. My beauty sponge which I've used today, which probably also needs to go in the bin. MAC strobe cream, there's the tiniest little bit left in this. I'm not going to use it, so that can go in the no. Again, that's just so old. And then we've got a couple of new face sprays, which things have just got dumped in here because they don't fit anywhere else. This is a Laura Mercier translucent Pure setting spray, really like this. And then the Fresh Face Dewy Spray from Barry M, so I'll keep that. I'll probably end up using that for my brow soap next. A Salon Chic So Smooth Shine Serum. Smooth frizz and frayed ends. I feel like that's my mum's, so I better keep that just in case, but it doesn't look like it's been used. I don't get along with these very much. I don't know if it's because I'm quite dry, so I only really use them like every so often, but I'll try and use it again. And that's that box empty. Okay guys, so this is where we've got so far. I'm keeping quite a lot in this section, but I probably will end up getting rid of a lot more like lipsticks and foundations and things that are in the back next time. I've got to tidy it all the way now. I will do the back section in the next video and I'll show you like where I've put everything as well. Hopefully that video won't be too long either, and hopefully this one isn't. I don't want to spend too much time putting everything away like properly because it's going to end up being moved again anyway, but as long as I can keep it into sections and I can see everything that I've got, I'll feel a lot better then. So yeah, I've got a good donate pile and I have got a few things, quite a lot actually, of things to get rid of. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the first section of this video. I feel really out of breath and drained now after all that, so not really looking forward to putting all this away now. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the first section, part 1 of me having a huge clear out, and we'll carry on in the next video, which will hopefully be next week. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you did down in the comments. Give it a big thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe as well. And I will be back next week with my next vlog. Bye!